I love the way that when you do a live video, you have to like smile for the thumbnail. Right. Okay. This video is about my ex and the impact on me, and this is one that will probably resonate with lots of people that are currently going through a breakup, or that have been dumped and they're a few weeks down the line, a few months even, much as in my case, and just how I'm dealing with it, and I'm hoping to kind of explain how I'm dealing with it in relation to the mental health issues, but also in relation to how it just affects you normally. I I'm going to keep this video really short and snappy, like 15 minutes. So please just stay and watch the end of it, or stay until the end. Don't just stay and watch the end, because I want you to watch a bits in between. Anyway, look, I married my ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, after 2 years. We've been together about 2 years, um, probably just over 2 years actually. And pretty much within a year and a half, the marriage was over. And I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and let you know what my feelings are. And I'm not psychotic at the moment. Um, the whole borderline personality disorder is not. I'm not enraged. What I am is a bit kind of sad, but here's the thing. I was looking at Google Maps earlier, and I was thinking of places to go. And I know we're not supposed to go anywhere at the moment because it's kind of against the law. But I was just looking at the map. Yesterday I went to Ely Cathedral, or the day before, because we're actually on Monday now, aren't we? So Saturday I went to Ely Cathedral. Yesterday, Sunday, I went to Southall Minster. And I love fucking cathedrals. I'm not going to actually go into that because that's not important. But when I was looking at the map today, I mean, I went to Ely, like I say, Saturday, and that has some bittersweet memories for me. Thinking about my ex-wife. But today, when I was looking at the map, and so looking at Google Earth, it's like, Barnack is in the middle of it. There's Peterborough there, Stanford there, and I'm looking around. I'm looking at Ely on the map, thinking, oh, I went there. Then I'm looking at just a few miles away. There's a place called Mildenhall, and Mildenhall is the place where my wife was going to get fucked by some other guy, and that kind of really struck me really hard. It's like, and this is the thing. These are nothing like the depressed or hyper emotions that I get when I'm going through a depressive phase or a manic phase. This was like real heart cracking, fucking painful shit, and it did kind of affect me today. It took me ages to figure out where I was going to go. And like I said, I went up to Southall Minster, just sat outside for an hour, just reading a book. But it took me a long time to draw away from Mildenhall, which incidentally was not that far from Ely, where I went yesterday, and not that far from Cambridge, where I was thinking about going. And Cambridge was where my wife was in hospital before she left and disappeared to this healthcare assistant's house when he was supposed to be looking after her. And it kind of fucks me off. It really does fuck me off. But when I'm okay, when my mind's in a good place, like it is today, I want to fucking I, I can look at the bad shit without actually going batshit crazy, if that makes sense. But don't get me wrong. Um, when I discovered who my wife had been fucking, well, you know, I'm kind of oblivious to the fact. I could have kicked that fucking guy to death. Thankfully, I didn't. Now I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It's like it, it's not going to bother me at all. Um, back in the day, back in the day, and this is the thing. If you're a guy and you shag somebody else's wife, you should expect to get a kicking at some point. Um, I don't mean just a kicking. I don't mean a kicking to death because that's like too extreme. Um, and I certainly wouldn't want to um, serve life in prison for kicking to death the you know I think he's a second rate bloke, not even trained as a nurse. He's just a fucking healthcare assistant, not kind of a failure at everything that he's done. Why would I kick him to death? And um, yeah, so today I went somewhere where I've never been with my second wife, and I didn't even think about her once, not once. What I did do was, as I planned this journey and put it into the sat nav, I thought of the fact that I'd been there with my first wife. I used to be really into photography, and she was as well. And this is back in the day before, when we had like SLRs, single lens reflex cameras, and just shooting it onto 35mm film. Um, so you couldn't just like rattle off loads of photos. You're just thinking, I've got 6 rolls of film. I've got I don't know 100 and some shots. I'm trying to think how many 36s is three. Um, and you basically just go there and every shot counts. And we both, because we both had cameras and tripods, and back then we both took really good photos inside the cathedral, inside the minster. But although I kind of just momentarily thought about my first wife, it wasn't with with any fond regrets, any fondness or anything. It was just like it's my first wife. Like it's just somebody that I used to know. Like the last time that I knew her was 15 years ago. So um, somebody so far in my distant past that it didn't really matter. Um, I I sometimes I just think about my situation about how it all kind of transpired, and I think it was on about the fifth date that I had with my second wife, and we gone to like the village pub. Um, it's probably the first time that I invited her to stay over. Um, yeah, it would have been. It would have been about the fourth or fifth date, and we were sitting in the uh, beer garden, the beer yard at the back of the pub, and she said something I can't remember what it was. It's like um, I sincerely can't remember exactly the situation, but she said something about loving me. It's like one of the things like I'll forgive you because I love you. That kind of just a flippant throwaway comment. I thought nothing of it. I just thought that's just like just a turn of phrase. But then she was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that," and shit got heavy kind of quickly. Although shit with her did get heavy kind of quickly. Um, and and when I look back, when I think about it, when I think about um, the way we kind of moved really quickly into a serious relationship. But it was like, wow, you know, we've got like the same kind of fucking mindset and everything. And then it became, it, it just seemed to me that she became really bored. Because I think she liked that excitement of the first stages of a relationship, which would explain why she fucked off with this other guy really quickly. It's like, wow, it's like an exciting thing. I think it was younger than her, um, and sometimes I look back on the relationship. I look back on how things evolved, and then I look back and think how quickly things evolved between her and this guy she was shagging while we were married. And and it kind of hits me that, wow, Sean, wow, you really are a bad judge of character. You're a bad judge of character. A really, really bad judge of character. Can I say that again? You're a bad judge of character because there there were points. My second wife started putting on a lot of weight, um, and I mean I'm no Slim Jim. I'm as fat as fuck. Um, in which case I knew that I wasn't marketable as an asset to get in a relationship with a woman. I used to chat to a couple of my exes, and occasionally flirt. This is when I was married, um, but I never pushed the boundary. There was one time when I went to see one of my exes. This was Yeah, it's probably after I got married the second time. And it was kind of offered to me on a plate. This is a woman who was 10 years younger than me and 5 years younger than my soon to be ex wife. And we didn't overstep the mark. It's like, no, um, let's just stay friends. And then I find out that my ex wife has been fucked by some healthcare assistant from Adam Brooks Hospital. I think, why the fuck did I do that? What? What? I fucking had I known, I would not have married my wife. I would have gone to the person who was 10 years younger than me, told her exactly how I was feeling about her, and fucking just started on a relationship with her. Um, it's it's fucking tough. It's really fucking tough when somebody cheats on you. I mean, I can sit back now and like, so long as I'm not going through a depression, um, I can sit here and just kind of fucking smile and in disbelief, because that's what it is, disbelief that this person and this fucking bloke that I actually met while she was in hospital ended up fucking each other. Um, it's fucking annoying, really annoying. Um, and you know what the thing is, I would literally, once I find my soulmate, and I don't think I'm actually ever going to find my soulmate now. I thought my um, last wife was my soulmate. Apparently not, because soulmates don't fuck somebody else. What they do is like they say things are going a bit shit. Um, can we talk and like kind of resolve things and all that? That's what soulmates do. Um, but even before he gets way to that point. Um, so so I don't think I'm ever going to meet a soulmate. I'm like 51 now. I'm not a catch to anybody. You know, you look at like Plenty of Fish and fucking Match.com and all that bollocks, and you can tell that 95% of the women on there are looking for somebody with money, and the ones that aren't looking for somebody with money, well, they are broken people. And broken people, I can help as a counsellor, as a friend, even. Um, but much as they would not want to be in a relationship with somebody like me, who's untrusting and kind of bitter about fucking bad shit. Um, I in a relationship, I can't actually deal with their shit. It's not right. So I'm coming up to the end of the video. I've overrun by a little bit, but I'll be finished by 20 minutes definitely. Um, so what do I seriously think about my ex-wife? And I'm going to be really 100% honest. I'm going to be absolutely brutally honest, really brutally honest. Right, when I met my ex-wife for the first time, I thought she was beautiful. She seemed to she wasn't mega slim, but she wasn't humongously fat, and I've never really been into really slim women anyway. Um, and things moved very quickly. That should have been fucking alarm bell straight away. Um, because I like to take things a bit more leisurely. Like, well, hold on, I don't want to get really deep and all that. There's so much shit where things got really were just deep with her and with her family. Um, this is pretty much by the second or third date, and I should have realised. I should have realised straight away. Um, this was somebody who I think we're on about a sixth date, seventh date, something like that. We've been to the village pub. She was stopping here, um, and she didn't normally drink, but on this particular occasion, I had about 4 pints, something like that, because we're going to just walk to the pub and walk home. And she had three halves of lager. I'm presuming it was, but she got quite argumentative and gobshitey. And I'm not sitting in judgment of that because basically I get really argumentative and gobshitey after a few beers. So there's no kind of recriminations for that. It's like that's just the way people get. But my thing, especially because we're very early on in our relationship, I said to her, "Look, right, okay, we'll walk home, and uh, I'll let you sleep in my bed. I'll sleep on the sofa, but basically, fucking hell, by the morning you're gone." Literally that kind of thing, because I you don't mind arguing with somebody that you've devoted a lot of time and attention to. But after 5 or 6 dates, no, I'm not. Um, I don't want somebody telling me what to do. I don't want to fall out with somebody. It's like, wow, that's falling out. I once dumped somebody because she said I was driving too fast, and when I said, um, "Well, I'm not," and she said, "Well, you'll have to tell my children that when when you crash the car and kill me." And guess what happened? Once we got back to mine. I dumped her. Simple as that. Um, but yeah, there was an intensity with my ex-wife that I haven't really counted on. And I was, well, I was in my late 40s, put it that way. Um, and we kind of get to the point where we just want to. It's like when you get to a certain age, you just think, I fucking this relationship could fucking work. It um, could be the relationship, um, and it wasn't to be. Wasn't to be. Wasn't to be at all. Um, it is kind of tough for me. There are a few things that I'm not overly fond of. If I'm being honest, one of them is one of my friends is still friends with her on Facebook. I mean, how how fucking childish is that? Being worried about a friend on fucking Facebook, that kind of thing. But maybe I'm upset about that um because I still have emotions for her, and of course I've still got emotions for her. I I wish that I could have been in a position to actually kind of mitigate the fact that she cheated on me. Sadly, that's not to be. Um, she did cheat on me. She cheated on me with a guy who was supposed to be looking after her in a hospital. Um, so a dirty, distrustful fucking motherfucker. Um, and I was kind of left out in the cold. Um, when she finally returned home, she came out with a load of old bullshit about where she'd been. Um, and to find out where she had actually gone, not just then, but in the 2 or 3 weeks that followed, when we were supposed to be taking things slow and um, you know um, kind of resolving issues, that really fucked me off because I don't like deceit. I fucking hate deceitful people. Don't fucking lie to me, whoever you are, whether you're a partner, a friend, whatever. Don't fucking lie to me. I haven't lied. I seriously haven't lied. Um, Probably for 15 years. I don't see the point in lying. Lying is absolutely pointless. It's pointless because what what you're going to get out of a lie? I'm going. Well, okay. The lie is essentially when you're having an affair. The lie is, um, where were you last night? Well, I was in such and such, and that's the lie. Um, and uh, when it when you're at the point where you've got to lie to actually keep a relationship that you really should be having because you're fucking somebody else, and when you've got that whole fucking lying thing, it's like you've become a scumbag. It's as simple as that, a scumbag. Um, and and I speak from experience because I cheated on my first wife. I became a scumbag. Um, I became a scumbag, and the there was a level of excitement in some kind of illicit relationship. Although I actually deeply fell for that person, and she's dumped me, so I was kind of left like being in this moment where I really didn't want to be with my wife, but I couldn't be with the person that I loved. So yeah, you just think, oh, for fuck's sake, relationships are too complicated, and I'm not convinced. Not that it's going to be a massive loss to womanhood, but I'm not convinced that I want to get involved in another relationship. Mainly because I don't trust people. Notice how I said people. I'm not going to say that I don't trust women, because I don't trust people. And within that grand sort of statement, there are probably some women friends that I would trust, and some guys friends that I trust. Um, but yeah, I just thinking, I don't, I don't want to ever be caught out again. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want deceit from my partner. I really don't want that at all. I would literally, and this sounds really bad, but I would literally, um, rather than get in a relationship with somebody, I would rather scratch the itch with a cheap prostitute, um, and just, you know, fuck that person, come back home and know that no one's cheating on me. No one's telling me fucking lies. No one's being deceitful. I hate deceitful behaviour. I think it's fucking disgraceful. Um, so I'm kind of slipping into anger there, aren't I? But I'm hoping that you can see that at the end of it, I'm still kind of smiling, with moments of being fucked off, and angry. But I'm not losing my shit. But there's no point losing my shit, um, I have now got to take my meds. It's actually quite late. We're coming up to the half-hour mark. So it was going to be 20 minutes, but thank you for watching. It is late. I'm not even going to finish that can because there's too much in there. It is late. Thank you for watching, and I hope that most of you don't have to go through what I've been through. That whole deceit thing is fucking horrible. But if you do have to go through it, I hope that at some point in the future, um, maybe a year down the line, 2 years, you will get over it, and you'll move on. As I said, I'm just going to be relying on cheap hookers for the next 15 years before I die. That's about all I can hope for. But thanks for watching. Stay safe, guys.